Hey, Mike check, Mike check. This is Howard as we get ready to go live here with, gosh, it's the end of the year, y'all. Hey, let me get this headset off. Team member. All right. Hey, so we're live here. Just want to check, make sure we can hear. We do have a microphone. Yes, the dots are green. That's right, it's green. It's time to go. It's time to go. And believe it or not, unmute microphone. That's what you do, Howard. Unmute microphone. Hey, so yeah, so just wanted to say, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome as we get ready to grow into the new year. That's right, grow into the new quarter, grow into the new day. Every day is a growing day, and so hey, that's what I want you to do. I had a friend of mine. She used to just say, "Have a happy new day." That's right, a happy new day versus a new year. And so I want to challenge you to think about that as we get ready to help you jumpstart and move forward into this new season. And we call it every quarter. Just look at every quarter as a new year and treat it that way, so you can have those dynamic results and really get into it. That's right. Get into it. And as you can see, hey, it's been a long day, but I'm having fun. I think it's cup 3 of coffee. I got my Jaguar cup, as you can see. Hey, go Jags. And so, hey, just having a little fun this afternoon, this evening, this morning, wherever you are. Got my notes here, ready to grow and go and have some fun. But, today what we're going to be talking about is the 91-day game plan. So we're going to be sharing with you some things to really help you jumpstart your next cycle. And I say next cycle because, hey, maybe a new year, maybe a new quarter, but jumpstart it. That's right, jumpstart it. Just take off running, run. And so when you do that, guess what kind of results you get? Guess what? You get some great results and some great things happen. And so if you have some questions, please just post them in the chat. I'll be watching the chat bar, trying to watch it. Well, actually, when I share the screen, I won't be able to see it, but we will pause for questions, and we will be able to answer any questions that you may have as we grow forward. So as I get ready to share the screen here, I want to go and let's do that. And we always kill the camera as we get ready to share the screen. Nope, there we go. All right, so hey, we sharing, we live there. Yes, we are. Let's do this here one time and take a look at it and make sure. Oh, nope, got to get back in. That's the fun part about this here. Let me just make sure, keep my text on so I can communicate with my team members. They will tell me what I'm doing incorrect there as we move forward. All right, so hey, want to do that, but let me just drop this here real quick and to make sure that we are going get the screen shared and get right into training today. Yeah, apologize. We lost something here. So let's do one other thing. Sometimes it works like a charm, and sometimes it does not work like you planned. So when that happens, you have to go back into what? Plan B, and then Plan C sometimes. And be okay with Plan B and Plan C. All right? What you do. Become comfortable with that. And so hopefully that will make it easier, or easiest. There we go. All right, hey, this is Howard, and hopefully you can see my the screen here as we get ready for the 91-day game plan. Sprinting to your goals every quarter is what we try to do, and we try to help you do. So hopefully that's the case, and those are things. That's what's working for you, and you're able to grow and do that for yourself. So I want you to begin to think about that and ask yourself, what must you do to sprint to the next quarter? What must you do to sprint forward? So that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to share. That's what we're going to grow through as we move forward today. And so when you look at that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a little technical difficulties. So as you look at that there, We're talking about the 91-day game plan. Why 91 days? Everyone always asks that question, Howard, why 91 days? Well, 91 days is simply a quarter. 91 days is what? Yes, 91 days. That's what it is. 13 weeks, 91 days. So as you look at it, I want to, if your first time seeing me or don't know much about Howard, you're like, who is this dude? Who is this guy? Well, just a few things. Well, one, over 20 years of experience in business. That's right, as a business owner. And then prior to that, 10 years as an engineer, sales, and marketing executive in corporate America. So that's just a little bit. Next, hey, certified business and John Maxwell leadership coach. And what I mean by that, I certified with John Maxwell. I've had a chance to travel with him internationally to do some training, maybe going back again this upcoming year, but that's something we deciding if we're going to do. But with that, have the opportunity. Author of 2 books. Yeah, I'll show you those. You can still get copies of those, as well as consider myself a devoted family man. And I do love to volunteer. I do love to work in the community. So love to have fun, love to play hard, love to give back. Hey, that's what I do. Work hard, play harder. That's right. Work hard, play harder. That's my motto. And these are my 2 books, Top Secrets to Create a Top Performing Business. That was my first book. It started out as the second book. Southern Greats was the idea for the first one. And then we finished off and completed it. I actually have 3 books I'm working on at the same time. Don't know which baby's going to be born first, but 3 book ideas, 3 books I'm working on and just having fun with it. And we will birth one of them. Yes, we will birth one the first quarter. Excuse me there, I had to get a little water, a little petrol to go. So as we move forward, we're going to talk about the 91-day game plan. I mentioned why you're here, but why the 91-day game plan? Well, it allows you to sprint. Well, Howard, what do you mean by sprint? Well, think about it. When you look at the year, 12 months, we set those yearly goals, and it's tough for us to achieve those goals because we can't stay focused. We don't stay focused. And so, but what doing the 91-day game plan, it allows you to sprint. When you think about track, the quarter of a mile, one time around is still considered a sprint. One time around the track, and that's what a quarter is, basically one time around the track. It also allows you to get 4 wins a year. 4 wins a year. And what I mean by 4 wins a year is that you are able to reset and go again, reset and go again, reset and grow again. And then, as we said, reset and recover. That's what it allows you to do. So this is what we're doing moving forward. This is something that we discovered through our training and just self-discovery over the course of the past year. And so with that said, we began to implement this and teach it to others and started coaching others on the 91-day game plan. And so when you look at that, what does it look like? Well, there are 5 keys to the 91-day game plan. The first one is purpose. That's right, purpose. Understanding your purpose in life and what it is that you do to help others. What is it that you do to serve others? What is it? I don't know. You tell me. Why were you created? And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and help you with that tonight. Vision. What is your vision? What is it that you foresee for yourself? What is that preferred future picture of your preferred future? What is it? I don't know. Hey, only you can know. Goals. And then born out of that are going to be goals. Yeah, goals that you create for yourself, for your life, for your business. And then plans. What are those plans that you've created based on the goals? And then action. That's right. GPA, PB, GPA. Hey, just having fun with that. My son's a student at Prairie View, which is PV, and I just saw that very first time GPA. Hey, as he finished up, that grade point average is very important. So let's get into it. Purpose. Why were you created? when we talk about that, when we talk about purpose, let's get into purpose. Why were you created? What is it that you do? Who do you do it for? Hmm. So as you begin to truly think about your life, you want to ask yourself, why was I created? Why was I created? Why was my business created? And then so as you begin to think about your business, speaking to business owners, and if you're not a business owner, you begin to think about this as what you do, your work. And I say your work, your purpose is your work. Your job is not your purpose. Okay? So become comfortable with that. So as you look at that, you want to ask yourself, am I on path? And path is an acronym for purpose aligned towards helping. But you want to ask yourself, am I passionate about my business? Are you passionate about your business? Does your business solve problems? And does your business help people? And so when you do that, you are on path, and that's purpose aligned towards helping. So those are three questions that you want to ask yourself as a business owner. Am I passionate about my business? Yeah, I mean, most days, okay? Only the days that end in Y. Okay, be comfortable with that. Only the days that end in Y. And so then you ask yourself, does your business solve problems? Does your business solve problems? And does your business help people? So those are three questions that you want to ask yourself as it relates to your business. And, in the future, I'm going to flip these two slides. And the reason is because your business is there to serve your life goals. So let's talk about finding your personal purpose. So I'm going to give you 5 steps to help you find your purpose. That's right, 5 steps to help you find or help you discover your purpose. Step number 1, figure out who you are and what you're good at. Who you are and what you're good at. So who you are, what you're good at. Second thing is to find out who you can help with your unique skill set. So when you look at what you're good at, those unique skills that you have, who can you help with that unique skill set? And then determine the best way to help your target market, your target audience. Because see, even if you're not in business, your purpose is to help someone. And it could be another business owner. It could be a volunteer organization. So who can you best help? Okay. And then develop a plan to help that target audience. So I know one of my skill sets is developing creative ideas and concepts. So yes, I even use that when I volunteer. Those are the areas I love to be at. I love to mentor and hang out with youth from that standpoint as a mentor. But one of the areas that I feel that I'm real good at is developing creative ideas to help market and move the organization forward. And then last but not least, realize that it is a journey. And so with it being a journey, you're going to want to enjoy the journey. That's right, enjoy the journey. That's right, enjoy the journey. Next thing is you talk about the 5 keys. We talked about that a little bit as you think about, we've covered purpose. The next one is vision. What is vision? Vision is that preferred future, a pictorial representation of that preferred future. And so when I look at vision, it's often seen, but it must be felt first. It is often seen, but it must be felt first. You must feel your vision first. And so as Wayne Dyer says, it's a quote I love, begin with the end in mind, start with the end outcome and work backwards to make your dream possible. And so you want to start with the end in mind, hey, that vision. And so when you look at this picture, I love this picture because what you see is a series of mountains. What you see are peaks. And behind that first peak is a valley. And if you were to go over that peak, you must go through another valley. And then once you get on that peak, your vision changes. And that's the way we are in life. And I want you to become comfortable with that your vision will change as you grow. Your vision will change as time moves forward. because you're going to be growing. You're going to be changing. Your vantage point is going to be changing. The things that you see and feel will change. And that's something you must become comfortable with. So let me just stop right here and get a point of clarity, okay? And what I mean by that is purpose. That's your why. Vision is the future. And mission is your present. Okay? So mission is your present. And so I want you to become comfortable and understand that. Purpose is your why. Why do you do the things that you do? Your vision is your future. And your mission is your present. Your mission is your present. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. What is vision? Well, vision defines the desired state or intended future state. It's a long-term view. It paints the picture, describes an idea of future, lights the path, and answer, what do we want to become? Well, that's a whole bunch, okay? But the definition I love is that preferred picture, that preferred future. So it defines the desired or intended future state. It's a long-term view. Long-term view. It paints a picture. It describes an ideal future. Lights the path. Helps us see where we want to grow. What do we want to be? Who do we want to be? What do you want to become? All good stuff. All great stuff. But it's all stuff that we must do. Okay? And so, as you look at it, vision versus planning. Well, what's the difference? Well, vision is that proactive, preferred future, that you hear me talk about all the time. Vision is a time frame out in the future. You can create that 3-year vision, 5-year, 10-year vision. What is that vision for your life? What is that vision? And then planning. So you want to provide specific directions. That's what planning does. It gives you a blueprint, provides specific directions. And so when you look at visioning, when you're looking at creating the vision, or visioning is really the future. It talks about that future view. It's something that you can believe in. It's a future that you can believe in. And then the planning puts it in motion. Planning puts it in motion. So let's look at something here real quick. Creating your vision. Well, what do I want to do with my life? So these are questions that you would ask yourself. These are questions that you would ask yourself as you work to create your vision. What would I do with my life? What am I inspired to do? What would I want to do more than anything else? What do I love to do so much that I forget to eat or sleep? And what would I do if I could not fail? What would you do if you could not fail? So think about these things. If I get a little melancholy and move down, because I want you to feel it and begin to feel, where is it that you want to be? If you could, just close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself these questions. What do I want to do with my life? What am I inspired to do? What would I want to do more than anything else? What do I love to do so much that I forget to eat or sleep? If I could not fail, complete this statement. Yeah. So as you look at it and you begin to craft it and put it on paper, as you see, that's part of the vision statement that we are working on for ourselves. And so when you look at it and it reads like this here, we call it a dynamic growth vision. A couple things you'll see. Vision, yes, it's my vision, but it will take a team in order to do this. Yes, it will take a team. And so I'm comfortable with that. And that is something you should become comfortable with, is that your vision must be so big that it requires a team. All right, so let's move on to the next phase. Goals. See, once you create the vision, then you begin to create goals. That's right. You create goals to help you live lives the vision. That's right. I did say live lives. Howard creates words. If this is your first time experiencing Howard, I do talk in the third person too. Now, if this is your first time working with us, what you're going to realize is that, hey, we have fun, we get serious, but we also create words. So every month I want to create a new word, and live lives is one of those words that we recently created. So when you talk about goals, so let's look at that. Your top 5 goals. You want to look at your top 5 goals. And so as you focus on your top 5, they must be in alignment with your dynamic growth vision. And then the other thing I'm going to challenge you to do is make them SMART goals. And what are SMART goals? Well, SMART goals stands for specific, measurable, obtainable, relevant, and time bound. Now, I'm not going to go too much in detail on SMART goals because we're going to talk a little bit about as we focus on behavior-based goal setting and get in detail with it. Goal setting. So one of the things that we have is a tool called the Growth Planner. Growth Planner, as you can see here to the left on the screen, is a page. This is a page from the Growth Planner where, number one, you set goals, whatever that goal is. And you want to have 2 reasons why for this goal. And we use this for monthly planning, monthly driving activities forward. It's these dashes. I guess you can call this the 100-yard dash in that quarterly sprint in the 91-day game plan. Excuse me there. So you want to have 2 reasons why, okay? And then you want to have 2 who's for each goal. Who are 2 people that are going to help me drive this forward? Who are 2 people that are going to move forward, help me make this happen? And then 2 times 2 equals what? 4. That's right. You have 4 whats for each goal. 4 whats for each goal. Now, once again, I'm an acronym junkie, so become comfortable with that, become okay with that. Why, who, and what. Why stands for what helps you, who stands for we have others, and what stands for we have action to take. Okay, so become comfortable with that. So as we talk about behavior-based goal setting, is that everyone wants results. And why we talk about behavior-based goal setting, we do a whole training on this, and today we're just going to touch on this, and we do go through this in the 91-day game plan as we work with you on that. But everyone wants results as they move forward. That's what goal setting is about. Goal setting and goal getting, as I like to say. Unfortunately, many people want immediate results without doing the work that's necessary to achieve the results. I can look at times where I failed to hit the mark. It's because I was unwilling to go past the need for immediate results. And then when you look at it, just think about it. It's an evolutionary fact that we take the easy road to reward if one is available. Yes, we take the path of least resistance. Yeah, it's natural. Okay, be okay with it. Nobody wants it the tough and hard way. Nobody. But majority of the time, there's no easy way to get the desired results. You have to do the time. So this difficulty stops a lot of people. It had stopped me before. New process, new working through as I talk about behavior-based goal setting. And then, I've chosen to simply, and I'm saying I because, hey, sometimes you have to do self-autopsy. Sometimes you have to do self-analysis, but simply choose to ignore the necessary work. And then this fact means that the desired results remain unachieved. That's right, unachieved. So with that, and I'm just giving you a little background on what behavior-based goals are. So behavior-based goals don't focus on the end. Instead, they focus on the intermediate steps that need to be done. Yes, intermediate steps. They're more about the incremental elements of the process than the big picture. So when you change your behaviors, develop new behaviors, then in time you'll reach the overall goals. That is behavior-based goal setting versus result-based. So the question is, well, Howard, how do I implement behavior-based goal setting? How do I do that? Well, let's look at traditional goal setting. Well, traditional goal setting says you start here, and sometime in the future, you're going to get some results. Well, what I challenge you to do is take this concept here of be, do, have. Ask yourself, who must I be? What must I do in the short term to have some short term results? And then vice versa. And then you just move it along. And so that's what it may look like. So I want to be, I have to have a different attitude. Yeah. So I may find ways to express gratitude, be happier, just be more motivated through those actions. And so then I begin to do things. So I begin to read a book every week, or it may only be 20 minutes a day. I work out daily, 20, 25 minutes a day. Get up and do it. Enjoy my family and friends. Get up an hour earlier. They start out 15, 20 minutes earlier, but you're doing it. And what you see is it begins to give you results. And then you add other actions, because as you begin to do new things, you begin to develop a new mindset. And then it happens over time, because certain things have to have an extended time. So let's kind of analyze the two side by side. So when we talk about traditional goal setting versus behavior-based goal setting, when I look at that is, you have that lack of feeling of success until goals are achieved. That's traditional. But with behavior-based goal setting, it gives you that opportunity to achieve daily. And then, a lot of variables come into play in traditional. Whereas behavior-based gives you full control over the variables because they're so small, but they're daily. And then you focus on goals by brute force, typically with it, just going to plow through it till you get to the end. But behavior-based goal setting, focus on developing those habits, those new habits that you can utilize. It's just a couple examples. So say, for instance, you want to increase. That's what you want to have. And so now you must be more energetic, must be positive, must be creative. And so then you begin to develop. You talk to X number of customers, yours may be whatever. Develop a new written idea each week. Post on social media. So those are actions that you're going to take to help you get that new number. Weight loss goal. So you must become a new person. You must think differently. And then here are some things that you can do. And so you must develop those plans and then look at what the steps are each day. So as you begin to think about it, you hold the process in your hand. You hold the process in your hand. And so now that you have the goals, you have a process, you must develop the plan that you're going to stick to. That's the part of doing. So when we talk about plans, this is just an overview of my plan, and I'm not showing this to impress you, but impress upon you is that you must plan. And then you break it down into those shorter term areas and those daily habits. And then you come down, and this is a process we work with you on to go through this process. So as we back up here, let's step in and talk about areas to plan in. I'll give you 5 areas to plan in. Number 1 is personal. 2 is business, family, spiritual, and financial. So those are 5 areas that you want to look at developing a plan and putting a plan in place so you can easily take action. That's right, developing a plan so you can easily take action. In each one of these areas, you want to have a vision for your life. In some quarters, you may not have new goals in those areas, but you want to have goals in those areas as you move forward and grow in your life and in your business. And so when I look at that, now it's time to take action. So let's talk about some things that help you to take action and move forward. Yeah, to take that big leap. To take that big leap. Because, hey, without action, all of this is great. So this is from my growth planner. a little hard to see, so I'm at the tweak this one. I apologize for it. We didn't have the best graphics, taking a page out. But just go to www.thegrowthplanner.com, thegrowthplanner.com, and download a copy of it. So the question I ask you is, what does your day look like? What is it that you do each day? Okay, if you don't plan it, someone else will plan it for you. So what's your routine? So you want to identify the task, identify the time and trigger, and then identify the sub task. Well, what do you mean by that, Howard? So let's talk about a personal routine potentially. Okay, let's talk about a personal routine. Well, personal routines is, hey, before I go to bed each night, what do I do before I get ready to go to bed? Half an hour or so before I go to bed. What do I do? Um, you know, beginning of the week. So weekly routine. And then from an exercise standpoint, what routine do I have in place that allows me to continually do that from that standpoint? And so routines really are your rituals. What becomes your rituals? Those habits that are part of your daily process. Your daily process. I did say that. And so that's what a routine really is. So now let's look at professional routines. I'm saying, you may set aside a certain time to check emails. So you may only check emails 3 times a day, 4 times a day, versus checking all throughout the day. You may set up a system for maintaining and task tracking. And that's something I'm refining right now for myself. So as I get things in, how do I delegate things out and make things happen sooner than later? How do I make them happen sooner than later? And then in the morning, just performing those A tasks, those big tasks early in the morning in an organized and routine manner. So when you begin to think about that, scheduling yourself is critical. Routines and rituals should form the framework of your days at home and in the office. And so that's what this module explores. It explores that. Give you some secrets. Well, not really secrets, but there's no one size fit all solution. So what works for you may not fully work for me. So we each have to kind of look and say, hey, how can I tweak? How can I utilize a piece of your system and a piece of your system? So you want to explore different methods. You want to find what works for you. You want to find what works for you. So I want to give you a kind of urgent, important matrix here. And so when you look at it, you want to ask yourself, is it urgent and important? Important but not urgent. Urgent but not important. Not urgent, not important. So here you don't want to be operating. Here you want to stay away from it. So it's color coded for you. Urgent and important. Important but not urgent. If you can plan and spend most of your time here, then guess what? Things are going to be a lot more enjoyable. So then as you step here and you look at scheduling appointments, this is something that will help you. And then, I'm just giving you some things that will help you put your plan in action. So you want to block off quiet time to work at your desk, or you may actually leave the office and go to Starbucks or go to, shout out to Starbucks. We're here in Louisiana, so you got community coffee. You may go to the library. Leave the best time for callers to call you on your voicemail. Let them know what time you're going to be available. That's something I've done in the past. Got to get back to that. Strictly adhere to start and finish times for your meetings. Prepare a meeting agenda in advance. In advance. Next thing you do is schedule tasks. Break up your large projects into smaller tasks. Okay, so schedule them and then chunk them down. Don't try to eat the elephant in one sitting. Don't try to eat the elephant in one sitting. Next thing to do is delegate. That's right, delegate. Allow others to do. And if someone can do 80% as well as you, then that's where you should be delegating. And then train them to be at 90%. Train them to be at a higher level. because what you're going to realize is that it frees you up to do what you do best, especially if they're doing things that is not utilizing your best strength. So become comfortable with that. And then when you look at external things, look at extra time. Become comfortable with extra time and dealing with external things. Okay. Become comfortable with dealing with extra time and dealing with external things. So next you want to make sure is that you want to keep yourself on top of task. So even after you got a plan in place, important just keep adjusting your plan. Keep adjusting and working, and you can stay in control of your time. And so that's what this module kind of does for you. So I just want you to become comfortable with that. So the 1 minute rule, quick replies to emails. Hey, when you read the email, if you can reply to it, if not, delete. That's where I got to get better at. Accept the meeting invitation. Quick stretches, things that you can do really in those under 3 minutes, okay? And then things that you can do in 5 minutes. Clean your desk, work on a project, spend 5 minutes cleaning out your inbox. So I'm just giving you some things to help you drive and stay in action mode, okay? So as you look at it, we talked about those 5 areas: purpose, vision, goals, plans, and actions. All right, so how do you make them work together? Well, first, you must have a clear outcome. That's right, you must have a clear outcome. Secondly, you must develop the behavior that will lead to the outcome. What is the behavior that will lead to the outcome? Then you must track your behavior daily. Track your behavior daily. Next is utilize mentors. I'm just giving you some tips. Utilize mentors. See your path. Right, see your path. Believe in yourself. And then absorb everything. Be a student of the game. That's right. Be a student of the game and then have a tracking system in place. Okay. So do that. Do it. Nothing to it but to do it. Got to do it. So those are the 5 steps, as we talked about, of 91-day game plan. I mean, those are the 5 steps. 5 steps of it. So do we have any questions as we look at, I want to see if we have any questions here. If you do, please post your questions, and if you have any questions, and if not, post them in the chat bar. So if not, we're going to jump back over into 91-day game plan, and just hopefully that you begin to truly think about this as you move forward into the next quarter. I think that's the key thing. So when we talk about questions, I want to ask you this question here. Are you ready for a significant breakthrough? Well, with that, I want to give you an opportunity to work with us on the 91-day game plan. And so when I talk about the 91-day game plan, it's really a mastermind where I take up to 10 people at a time each month to walk through 91 days with them. So we really focus on these 3 areas. When I say the 91-day, goal setting, purpose defining, and system casting. So we work on your personal life, we work on your business. So that is what we do. So if you look at that GPS, it gives you a great GPS. Well, what's included in the 91-day game plan? So we have weekly training classes, yes. And so we have 13 weeks. Each week has a different topic. Each week has a different system. And then the next thing we do is we focus on action, weekly action and accountability calls. Those are on Sunday nights. Great way to jumpstart your week. Ongoing email support. So you're able to email me personally. I respond back. Don't utilize someone else to respond to my answers in this group. And then private group conversations. So we do have a Facebook group in which all content is stored and kept. So when you look at that, like I said, you get the goal setting, really work on your purpose, and success systems. Everything is recorded. You're able to download, listen to it at your convenience. Tools, templates, checklist. Once again, the Facebook page, Facebook community, private Facebook community, all the content is stored. Also, you get our growth and planner system. This is all valued at over $4,900. And then we offer it for only $997. Now, because you chose to stick around and to the end of this training, is that you're able to join and have me work with you personally for only $697. You simply go to www.91daygameplan. Well, I couldn't stop there. I got some other things, some other trainings, some other teachings that I know are going to bless you and help you. And so we wanted to add those in. One is No BS Live. No BS is a tool. That's right, a tool where some of my friends, their friends, professors, help you grow as a small business owner. So every month, over 13, 14 different professors are teaching in different areas. But it's not about them. It's about the content and the problems they help you solve. And you're actually able to join on live, talk with them, have live discussions, and learn from them. I'm also going to give you access to our 4G challenge. This is 49 lessons that are emailed to you each day. And in the 4G challenge, it's just simply focus on 4 areas: goals, growth, gratitude, and generosity. And then you repeat. You do that for 49 days, 7 weeks. Each lesson has a Q&A at the end, just reflection questions are what we call them. And then the best of Have Your Best Week Ever. So for the last year, I've been doing a Sunday night call called Have Your Best Week Ever. And so over the last year, but we're putting that collection together and what we consider to be some of our best trainings, what others have said is part of our best trainings, and we're going to give you that. That's part of that. And so finding your why. This is the premises of working on your purpose and understanding your purpose. That's where it all starts. And so that will be included as a bonus. And then top of life planning system. So we'll give you a copy of our top of life planning system, which is how do you plan each week? Premises of that is if you don't plan your week, someone else will give you a week plan. So become comfortable with planning your week and driving through your week. And so as you look at that, you get all of that plus the bonuses. As we said, over $4,900 value. Normally it's $997. If you use the code 91-2017, you can get it for only $697. Yes, $697 by simply going to www.91daygameplan. 91-day game plan. So love for you to be part of the community. Love for you to come and spend time with us, working through growing yourself, growing your business, and asking yourself, what is it that I can do to sprint through the next quarter? That's right. What can I do to sprint through the next quarter? Just simply go over to 91-day game plan and be able to join that community. If you have questions, please post inside the chat. Please post inside the chat. If not, we're going to go ahead and kind of end this out. But once again, 91-day game plan. If you want to be part of that community and to work and share with others. And like I said, it's a group environment. It's a great place where we spend time each week working with you. And then on Sunday evenings, we work with you from that accountability standpoint. Hey, I'm looking forward to working and sharing with you. So simply go over to the 91-day game plan and be part of that conversation. But more importantly, the results that you're going to get, focused on yourself for 91 straight days, and we will help you grow and be more. That said, hey, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad you stuck around, hung out with me. Hopefully we gave you a few nuggets to help you have your best week ever, and then go on and have your best month ever, your best quarter ever, and your best year ever. So that's what we focus on. Hopefully, that's what you're focusing on as you move forward through this new year. Hey, take care. God bless. Look forward to seeing you inside the 91-day game plan. If you have any questions, hey, simply send me an email, Facebook Messenger me, or give me a call personally, 225-442-8911. Take care, and we shall see you the next time.